guys, welcome back to the vlog. I am not feeling super well today. I definitely have a cold, probably from, just like being on the plane to London. I always seem to get a cold after being on a plane, just all the plane germs. So, a little sweaty, goodness. A little bit of fever, hot, cold, can't figure it out. But I have my tea, and so I thought this would be a good opportunity to just sit down and do like a little get to know me video. I looked up one of those like hashtag about me questions. So the one I looked up, there was 370 questions. So I just went through and like deleted chunks until I got it down to 50, which still seems like a lot. So we'll make it through, hopefully we'll make it through all 50, and hopefully this won't be a forever video. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the questions over here, so just keep looking at them, sorry. Okay, so what's your name? Nicole. And were you named after anyone? My middle name is Lee, which is my dad's middle name. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? I'd probably change it to Cole, which is what my family calls me anyways, because I couldn't say Nicole when I was little. I couldn't do the N's, and so I just called myself Cole, and so that was my nickname. Where are you from? Michigan, originally, and then we moved to Washington with my then fiance, now husband Derek, and now we're here in Germany. What are your best characteristics? I'm gonna go with my honesty. Derek sometimes says it's a bit of a flaw too, and I can understand that as well. Not like he's calling it like, oh, it's a flaw, you need to fix that, but just like sometimes I can be a little too honest and too blunt, but I appreciate that in people, not like a rude way. Like, I think you can go about it in a way that's nice, but I appreciate people being truthful and honest, and I consider myself an honest person. I say what I think, and I tend not to sugarcoat things. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Blake. What is your biggest fear? Losing a loved one. What is your biggest regret? I had the opportunity at 18 to go to pastry school in Chicago. I was accepted, and I chose not to go because I was kind of scared. It was a little far away from home. I'd never really been that far. I was like, oh, it's really expensive kind of thing. And so my biggest regret is that I didn't do that. Now, it's not really a big regret now because I would not be here where I am now in life. Had I done that, Derek and I never would have met. I wouldn't have Zoe. So obviously everything works out the way it should be. It's supposed to. So it's not, that's I think my biggest regret that I can think of, but everything worked out the way it should have been. What's your eye color? Hazel, and kind of more green than brown. What is the most important thing in your life? Zoe, although she's not a thing, but Zoe. What is your favorite color? Pink. What is your favorite drink? Coffee. Coffee. And then wine. Wine is my second favorite. What is your favorite Disney movie? Mulan. I love Mulan. What is your favorite food? Oh, crock-pot chicken. Okay. So my mom makes this dish called crock-pot chicken, and we usually have it for every Christmas. And so it's chicken breast wrapped in bacon, and then in the crock-pot, in the bottom of the crock-pot, you put like a dried, thin sliced beef, which it's not like a beef jerky. It's like just like a beef lunch meat. Sounds so gross. And then you lay the chicken breast on top of it, and then you mix together cream of mushroom soup with sour cream and flour, and mix it all up and put it on top, and then it all cooks down, and you serve it over egg noodles. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. What is your favorite physical activity? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really love physical activity. I do a lot of it. We hike and we backpack and ski and all that stuff, but if I had my choice, I'd probably just be like a bump on a couch. But I really love yoga. I like to stretch. What is your favorite quote? Let us step into the night and pursue that flighty temptress adventure. From good old Albus Dumbledore, aka J.K. Rowling. What is your favorite snack? Cake? Does cake count as a snack? I love cake. What is your favorite TV show when you were a child? Rugrats. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm a cat person. Doesn't mean I don't love dogs, because I do love dogs. They're just a lot more work than cats. And so I'm a cat person. What is good about how you're living your life right now? I'm going to the gym a lot. So I've made progress there. I go almost every day, like Monday through Friday, to like the gym is right down the road, and there's like different classes for an hour a day. And really it's just like my chance to, Anne and I go together, and it's our chance for an hour to get away and do some like mom time. And then like say have kinder care, and so the babies go upstairs to kinder care and we go to the gym. Can you close your eyes and raise your eyebrows? Is that, I think so. I feel like I'm doing it. Is that a thing people can't do? I don't know. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? No. No, I can't. I can, watch. I can do 3 little loops with my tongue though. Okay. Sorry. Can you dance? Yes. I danced all growing up. I'd like to think I have some rhythm, and that's how Derek and I met. We were dancing at a bar together, and that's how we met each other in college. True love. Can you remember your dreams? Yes, generally. Actually, almost always. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic. Good old Leo. Oh, gets me every time. And Kate Winslet's wonderful. Do you have a tattoo? Yes, I have a little star on the back of my neck. I'm currently looking into 2 more tattoos, so I'll keep you posted on those. Do you have pets? Yes, we have 1 cat, Yoshi. Who sent the last text message you received? Oh, well, I have a whole bunch. So let me see. Derek, because we're planning a ski trip. Who would you tell first if you found a dead body in your garden? The police? 911 operator? Although it's not 911 here in Germany, I think it's 112. What is your most embarrassing moment? I'm sure I have a lot, but the one that just popped into my head, when I was in, I think it was probably like 7th grade, I had to ride the bus home, and it had just rained, and the bus stopped at my stop, and I got off, and you know those big ditches in front of like people's houses that fill with water, you know, after rain, and I don't know, I think there's like leads to the sewer, or I don't know, something, but it was grass or whatever, and so I was walking next to it, and I slipped and slid down a little ways, and I just landed in the puddle in front of everyone on the bus. And I just sat there for a second, utterly humiliated, and the bus driver like opened the door, was very kind, and asked me if I was fine, and I was like, yes, I'm okay, like, please drive away as fast as possible, like, I'm so humiliated. So, yeah. What is your most used swear word? The F word. Need to cut that out. What is your star sign? I'm a Sagittarius. What is on the top of your bucket list? To go to Iceland or to swim with sharks. That's also on the top of my bucket list to do. So if and when we go to Hawaii eventually, I really want to swim with sharks. Which store would you choose to max out your credit card? Target. I miss Target so much. I was there all the time before we left because I was like going through like preemptive withdrawals, and I miss Target. What is a strange occurrence you've experienced but have never or rarely shared with anyone? So when I was in college, my great-grandmother passed away, but I did not know she passed away. My mom she called me like that day to tell me, but that morning when I was still asleep, I had a dream where she came to me and she was walking, and there was a big bright light behind her. She was like, looked like she was walking out of a tunnel, and she told me that it was all gonna be okay and everything was gonna be fine. And then I had kind of forgotten about it. And then when my mom called me that morning to tell me that she had passed away, I remembered that. And I felt very much like at peace with the fact that she'd passed away. And yeah. What is one thing you'd rather pay someone to do than do yourself? Taxes. I always had to do my taxes growing up because they weren't hard. So my parents had me do my own taxes and everything, obviously, and then they checked them. But what is something you wish you were gifted at doing? Singing. I always wish I was gifted at singing, and I will sing loud and proud when I'm in the car by myself, but it'd be nice if I could sing around in front of people without being horrendous. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Put on pajama pants. If I'm not in yoga pants. Yoga pants are not a big thing here in Germany. People wear like real pants. And I don't love that. So I definitely, every time I get home, change into like yoga pants or pajama pants. Are you a morning person or a night owl? I'm definitely a night owl. What is the last thing you downloaded onto your computer? Music for the YouTube videos. Probably the one for Beer Advent. No. The one for the London video. Maybe if I was a dog person, this wouldn't happen though. Do dogs do this? I don't think they do. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? French. I probably should say German to make my life easier living in Germany, but French. I think it's a beautiful language. What was the first concert you ever attended? NSYNC. Yeah, where are my 90s kids at? NSYNC. Which animals scare you the most and why? So spiders. Spiders are terrifying. Ugh. You just never know what they're gonna do. I hate them. Ugh. Also, I never want to go to Australia. Spiders everywhere. What did you want to be when you grew up? Okay, so from the time I was in like 5th grade until probably like 10th grade, I wanted to be a demolition expert. You know those people who go and set charges and like blow up the old buildings and that kind of knock down old buildings? That is what I want to do. I want to be a demolition expert. But then I found out that it required a lot of math, which I am not good at, nor do I care to do, and it's kind of a family business, so you kind of are like born into like being a demolition expert. So I wasn't really sure how to go about doing something like that, and there was a lot of math involved in, so I wasn't excited about that. But for years, that's what I wanted to do. What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? What kind of question is that? Does it have a name? Does that have like a particular name? I don't know. It's raining and the sun's out. It's weird. If you could choose only one, would you rather go to Paris or London? London, probably. I love Paris and it was on my bucket list and I thought it was really cool. Okay. And I thought it was really cool, but there is something about London. Every time I go to London, I guess I've only been twice now, but it just puts a smile on my face. Would you rather always be overdressed or always be underdressed? Oh, I was thinking like temperature wise, like, well, I'd rather be underdressed because I wouldn't want to be hot. But I think they mean like fancy or not fancy enough, right? Yeah. So I guess I'd rather be overdressed because you don't want to like go to a gala and not fit in. I'd rather be like put together all the time, although that'd be really uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Would you rather be able to play 10 different instruments beautifully or speak 10 different languages fluently? 10 different languages. I feel like that'd be more applicable to my life right now. Would you rather have a friend who's very blunt with their words or a friend who tells a lot of white lies? As I said before, honesty is important to me. Blunt. I love bluntness. You know where you stand. Would you rather go bungee jumping or skydiving? Skydiving. It's high on my list. Now that I'm a mom, I'm a little more cautious though, so I don't know. I feel like I should have done it in my 20s when I was still doing wild and crazy things, but that's okay. I'll still do it one day. All right, friends, that wraps up the 50 About Me random questions. They were just questions I found off the internet and I hadn't looked at before. Like I said, I just went and deleted a whole bunch of like chunks until I had a bunch of questions left. So I hope you enjoyed getting to know maybe a little bit more about me. I'd love to know if there were any questions that kind of piqued a story for you. I would love to hear about it in the comments, kind of get to know you guys a little bit better. Yeah, and make sure you follow us on Snapchat and Instagram, hit that subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see more. See you next time.